Okay, it's Mike. Part two of the brakes. So here we have the wheel cylinders are in, and I've put everything back together correctly. Wasn't that bad of a job at all. I actually handmade the brake line. Try to get a picture. What it looks like back there. You can see I followed it up. I went with the brackets. Kept it all inside the regular brackets. Went up and over the pumpkin. The other side is also finished. I just have the cover on there. Now here's, I just put that on there. So I mocked up the brake line here. This is what the T looks like. I just used a little, I went down a Napa. I got all these parts right off the shelf and I handmade them. There's the old line. And I'll try to get a picture. What it looks like up there. I can't see the video right now. So I just basically jumped off what we had and I chased it all the way up to the front. What I'm going to do is you can see where the old one was and the new one is. I'll just secure this down and make sure you leave room underneath. Go around any parts that might move. I used a brake tool, one of these. You just choose the size you want, and don't try to bend them with your knee. This is a couple bucks. You have to invest in this. And of course, we have the brake line tools. Excuse me. If you're ever going to do brakes, it's worth it. Well, get yourself a nice set, American and metric. So I made it all the way up to the front of the Jeep today. This is all finished in the back. Turns out that the brake line, I'll show you a piece of it. It looked pretty solid, but as I went through, it would snap. So like my earlier video said the same thing. Here's some more pieces of the old stuff. You don't think it looks that bad. Take a look at that. Here's a piece of new brake line, side by side. You can't really see the rust till you move it, and that breaks off in layers. Here's a new piece, and here's an old piece. So I just took it all out, sectioned it, and made new ones. Now, this is going to be, this is the only part of the original brake line that's going to be repurposed. Because I don't have that size. That goes in the master cylinder, keeps the original bends. So we come down to what's called a compression fitting. Now, this is back brakes. I feel compression fittings are okay. What they do is you slide your brake line in. I'll show you what one looks like. It's got a little circular piece in there. You slide that over your brake line. A little guy right there. This goes over the brake line. Then, well, this goes on first. This would slide onto your brake line first. Then you slide your compression unit over it. And then you put it all together. It's all together. It looks like this. So I repurposed one section of brake line because I feel that it's in good shape. And it's got quite a few nifty little bends that I'm not in the mood to deal with. Once again, I'll chase, the brake line will be male piece goes into that, and once I cinch it all back up, then we'll talk about bleeding brakes. So hopefully this helps you folks out dealing with drum brakes, and more importantly, let's get a shot. That's what it looked like right there. It looked good. I wiggled it a little bit and it just breaks apart like nothing. So, if you do it right the first time. You don't have to worry about it. I'll give you a video when it's all done.